yɛda ɔbɔade ase saa ɛne ɛda wɔ soro ɛne asase so ase som ɔbɔadeɛ na abɔdeɛ nsom bibia ɛwɔ adesua mu attribute technology enie. This is clamp meter and it is multimeter. It consists of ohmmeter, ammeter, and voltmeter. You see, anytime you buy any device, any electrical device, when you plug, you can use this ammeter or this clamp meter to check the current that is written on it. Every device have a current that it's consuming. So you need to get some of this clamp meter to check your device current. Okay, you see, to identify how to identify legs of transistor. Yes. How to identify the legs of transistor. Before, let's look at diode. Diode. This is a rectified diode. Here is anode and cathode. You see? So, to know the diode, to test the diode, you get your meter, right? You select your meter to the ohm section. You make sure your meter is what? Working. Okay. If you are using a digital meter, then the positive must connect to the anode here. Then the negative also connect to the cathode. You will see the meter will read and give you some figures, which is the resistance of the diode. You see, diode is a semiconductor. If you interchange it, it will not read. It will read very high resistance, telling you the diode is good. So, this diode, the anode is positive. The cathode is what? Negative. It's the same applied to a transistor. A transistor is just like two diodes. Combine either the two anode together or the two cathode together. Let's look at it. You see, the transistor have three legs, and it is 1, 2, 3. Which one is the collector? Which one is the emitter? You see, from the reading of a transistor, from base to emitter, read higher resistance than base to collector. So, in this case, we have to add another diode to parallel this diode so that it will differ the resistance reading from this and that. You get me? So let's go. You see? So, as I have parallel another diode to this diode, it means that the resistance of this individual has been decreased. So now we can identify which is collector and which is emitter. Okay. You use your ohmmeter to read. You place the positive to the anode. Then the negative to the cathode. Learning how to identify the legs of a transistor. Diode is a semiconductor which explains the duty of a transistor, either the PNP or the NPN. So let's see, positive here at the anode, then the negative to the cathode. So it will read and it will give you, maybe the reading that you have is 549. You have 549 resistance. Okay. Then again, you use the meter, you place the cathode, the negative to the cathode here, then the positive to the anode. It will read. When it reads, then you see this one, the resistance will be higher than the two parallel diode here. It will be maybe 612. So now we can identify which is emitter and which is the base and which is the collector. As I said, from base to emitter read higher resistance than base to collector. So now this place is collector because the reading from this point and this, we get what? 549 resistance. And then when we come here, the reading here is 612. It means this place is what? Emitter. The same apply to a transistor. Define which is collector and which is the base, you don't know. But the meter will tell you. So when you put the positive to these legs and it read lower resistance than these legs, it means this legs is what? Emitter. It's what? Collector. Yes, you are correct. Good. You get it? So when you put the positive to this leg and it read higher, it means this point is what? Emitter. Emitter. Right? This is that. The same thing apply to NPN transistor. Always from base to collector read lower resistance than the base to emitter. Lower resistance than the base to emitter. The base to emitter read higher resistance than the base to collector. As I said, if base to collector gives you 549, base to emitter, maybe it gives you 612. So from this you can identify the NPN transistor. This is the NPN transistor in the same. So to identify the legs of a transistor, first of all, you place your lead to any one of the meter leads to any one of the transistor leads. If you are able to use the other leads to read the two sides or the remaining two sides, where you made your meter constant, it means that place is the base. this is NPN transistor. This one too is PNP transistor. PNP. And this one is what? NPN. So, to identify and know which one is the NPN and which one is the PNP, the meter will tell you. So the NPN transistor, by the using of digital meter, you place the positive to one of the lead to make it constant and use the negative to read the remaining two across. If it reads, it means that it is what? NPN transistor. Here again, if you place the negative of the digital meter to any one of these leads and the positive read the two remaining, it means it is what? NPN is what? PNP transistor. So the PNP transistor, the negative at the base, the positive read the two leads across. Then when it is read, it tells you it is a PNP transistor. As we all know, the transistor is a semiconductor device, and you must get the two readings. When the reading interchanges, maybe you place your positive here, you use your meter to read across, and it reads, you interchange, and also it gives you reading, it means the transistor is not good. The same applies to the PNP transistor. And we have so many types of NPN transistor, PNP transistor. Each and every one have its own power rating, its own base to collector resistance, base to emitter resistance. Before you can build any electronic gadget, any circuits, you must understand the principle of this. You must understand the individual component, how it works, how it functions. Like you want to prepare a stew, you must understand tomato, onion, oil, whatever. Then you can prepare your stew. If anything, any comment, you draw my attention. Thank you for watching.